seem to be any love lost for you.
I do show compassion and concern for her, because believe me, I know all the grandbabies and all the great-grandbabies, so excuse me. That's real shit.
That sounds like real shit. Sounds like bull.
This self-proclaimed granny lover is DeAndre Maurice Lloyd, who just hours ago tried to get away with the brutal murder of 65-year-old Glenda Pope.
Hey, come here for a second, boss. Come here for a second.
And as detectives interview this specimen of a fake gangster, they will realize the only thing lower than his crimes is his IQ.
I'm just looking at your shirt. I'm trying to figure out what these spots right here.
Might have been from the fight I got now.
This is a terrible story. DeAndre, this is terrible, dude. DeAndre, it's time to be honest, man.
I am being honest.
On August 12, 2022, police in Dayton, Ohio received a concerning call from a man in the Wentworth apartment complex.
911, what's location, your emergency?
There's somebody being stabbed at
Who's being stabbed?
apartment. Say it again?
You said someone is being stabbed?
Yeah, there's blood all out here, and I hear her hollering. At apartment 119.
Police raced to the apartment of 65-year-old Glenda Pope, an undeniably fashionable woman with a heart of gold, 3 kids, and several grandkids. She had known DeAndre Lloyd since he was a child. When he found himself falling on hard times, Glenda offered him a place to live. Tragically, he repaid her for that favor in the most horrific way imaginable. The following footage was provided to us by the Dayton Police Department.
Do you want me to look
Where are you going?
Hey, come here for a second, boss. Come here for a second. Come here for a second.
I do nothing.
Why are you running? Okay. Hold on. Just detain him real quick.
I ain't do nothing.
All right. Well, we were trying to figure that out, okay?
I ain't do nothing. Get out. What?
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
I ain't do nothing. Get out. I ain't do nothing.
Lloyd couldn't come here for a second due to his hat, which clearly states, "Don't ask me for," well, you know we can't say that last word, but you get the picture. Jokes aside, this may be the quickest, most humiliating attempt at a getaway we've ever seen. And this is just the start of his ridiculous attempts to avoid facing the consequences of his actions.
You were leaving an apartment that we got called for, okay?
Got called for what?
I'll explain it here in a minute.
Called for what?
I'll explain it here in a minute.
Hold on,
Okay. Okay, take it. Step up with us. Sir, go ahead and step up. Okay, stand up. Thank you. Here, it's over there. Over here, I'm sorry. What's your name, boss? Sir, what's your name? If you didn't do nothing, man, you just gotta tell us your name. Nothing happened, let you lose, call it good. Okay? You gotta work with us a little bit. Okay? Can you do that? You got anything on you, sir? Doesn't? Okay. You have anything on you, sir? Have any to know about? Anything that's blow up? Anything like that? You pick up a charge if we have anything, man, okay? So if you have anything, just let us know. 494 okay?
Would you start distress for missing critical 3923 West Cornell Road?
Anything in your do-rag, man? I'm not trying to cause any pain, man. Just make sure there's nothing up there, okay?
1 second, my man.
436, I'll be on the shelf.
Put it away, go back, boy. My name is Boy. That's a brother. You know, you said name, you said make spread your legs, little boy. I did not call you boy. Yes, you did.
It's DeAndre, right? Take your seat. I haven't gone through his bag yet. Okay. Here's your key.
Be careful, I take your chains off.
Here, hold this. I'm gonna go inside real quick, okay?
Do they fit off?
Putting your key in your pocket.
Alright. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You want to go through the bag real quick?
If you want, okay.
With the scene secure, paramedics transport Glenda to the hospital. Meanwhile, detectives bring Lloyd in for questioning, not knowing if Glenda will live or die. But knowing one thing for certain, despite Lloyd's repeated claims that he didn't do nothing, there is blood on his hands, literally and figuratively.
Mr. Lloyd, you'll step in this room. You'll have a seat right here for me, please. Just let you know that this audio and video recorded. And Detective Lee, this is Detective House.
I might have to go home, so you know I can work on this thing, but I'll keep on bridging down.
So we're here to talk to you about a homicide. But before we do that, I want to first verify all your information. Can you spell your first name for me, please?
Detectives go through Lloyd's personal details. As they go into his Miranda warnings, Lloyd shows them that he's already a pro at them.
You've been read your Miranda warnings before?
Yeah, I heard him, and I heard him, no. I have a right to remain silent, anything my saying, you was giving me a court wrong, right?
Correct, but we're gonna go through them, but I like to know.
But I'm under arrest right now?
No, we're getting ready to question you about homicide. So I want you to be aware of your rights before we talk to you.
You're being detained right now. You're not under arrest. We don't know what happened. That's what we need to talk to you, try to figure out what happened. Right now you are being detained, yes. But you are not under arrest, so we don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to talk to you about, all right?
So today is August 12th of 2022. David, do you happen to have the time?
It is 9:13.
Can y'all stop writing this down, please?
9:13.
9:13 p.m.
Dang. So believe me, I'm sitting here for no reason. I ain't got no reason to be in here.
We're at
I know where we're at.
the City of Dayton Safety Building. And again, we want to talk to you about the crime of homicide. Before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights. We go through this form with everyone we talk to. Would you mind reading Miranda warning number 1 out loud for me, please?
Yeah.
Can you read it out loud for me, please?
Oh, so just in case I don't, y'all say y'all, I didn't say y'all didn't do it, okay. And the right to remain silent. You do have to take any statement or answer any questions, okay?
You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to make any statements or answer any questions. Do you understand Miranda number 1?
Yeah.
Is that a yes? You said yes. Can you initial next to number 1 to say that you understand it?
I don't deal well with y'all, so believe me, I try to keep my way. So that's the reason why I'm so the way I am. I really don't deal well with y'all. I don't. Maybe I keep myself out of y'all's hairs.
Do you understand number 3?
There you go.
Is that a yes?
There you go.
Hang tight, because I gotta make sure that you understand what your rights are.
I ain't done nothing to have to be thinking about my rights, man. I haven't done nothing.
But since we don't know what happened and we don't know how you're involved, I have to make sure that you know what your rights are. Do you understand that? Mr. Lloyd?
Yes.
This is something we have to do. We have to get it done so we can talk to you.
Can we argue just through this?
That's what we're trying to do. Just listen to her, just cooperate with her, then we'll
I am
get it done.
cooperating. I'm frustrated because I don't even know what the hell going on myself.
Well, if you don't, what do you think where you think we're at?
I don't know. Y'all got a person sitting here that you were pretty much accusing of the shit.
Has anyone accused you yet? No,
Come on,
let's
man.
get through this and we'll hear your side of the story. That's why we're here.
Lloyd reaches in his pants for some emotional support as detectives painstakingly go through the remaining Mirandas, which go about as well as the first 3 have. After putting up such a fight, you would think that Lloyd would ask for a lawyer and refuse to talk. Fortunately for us, he's not the brightest crayon in the box, as evidenced by his answer to the next question.
How many years of school have you completed?
15 to 18, I got college.
Okay. How many years of college you got?
7.
7 years of college?
That's
So,
12 plus 7.
okay. What's the last school you attended?
University of North Carolina High School. And believe me, that wasn't even the college. University of North Carolina was a college.
Are you willing to talk to us today about this situation?
I'm gonna have to.
Okay. Before, I guess we go any further, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
Yeah, I was a little buzzed from alcohol, that's it. And that does not stop me from telling you the truth. Promise.
How long ago was your last drink?
About 3 or 4 hours ago. Last drink of alcohol, about 3 or 4 hours ago.
And I'm just asking because you keep closing your eyes. I don't know if that's
No,
because
just
you're
back up because
irritated
I'm
with us.
frustrated right now.
Okay, that's what I'm making sure. You feel like you're in a spot where you understand all your Miranda warnings? I just want to make sure we're doing you right, man. That's
I'm 42 years old, I understand what the hell you're saying right now.
Okay, well, if you're willing to talk to us, I'll have you sign.
I'm not really willing, but I'm going to.
Okay. Are you willing to sign the paper to say that you're willing to talk to us?
I don't have to, I just talk to you anyway.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what you want me to know?
But I want you to know.
You've been very anxious to talk to us. What do you want to tell us about?
Okay, look. I walked up in the apartment, right? And the door was unlocked. When I walk up in there, right, it's a dude named Elijah is in the apartment.
What's the name?
Elijah. He just got out from assault charge not too long ago, and the assault charge was on my woman that I have now, which her name is Karen. He was in there, right? And when I walked in, Auntie was laying on the floor.
That's your aunt?
Yeah, her name is Linda Pope. She was laying on the floor, right? I ain't paying no attention to her because I thought she was like passed out. But she's been passed out in the bedroom next to her room, on the floor. I didn't pay her no attention, right? I didn't see her anything else but that, right? Now, when I'm going out the apartment, right,
Where is she at in the apartment? You said she's on the floor?
yeah, she's like right, okay, the doorway is like right here. She is like literally laying between the doorway and the bathroom. And believe me, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I said, what's going on? What she said to me was nothing. And the thing about it is, before I actually left out of there, right, dude went out 4 minutes before I did, and I heard the doors go off on the second floor from the fire escape thing. And ring. I heard them go off, right? I'm like, what the hell's going on, right? Next thing you know, before he left out, right? Here's what he did. Before he left out, I'm not gonna lie. Before he left out, he handed me a knife, and it was closed up. I said, what the hell? So believe me, I ain't gonna lie to you. I took the knife, put it in my pocket. I didn't know nothing about it. So I put the knife in my pocket, right? The next thing you know, when I come out the door, I think the police was there, and I guess there's a guy in a white shirt that was striped was coming down the hallway, right? I took off at the emergency exit. I was scared to death because some factors I didn't know what was going on when they was coming to the door. So I took off at the exit. Next thing you know, I ain't even here. And what do you mean? I really don't know anything other than that.
I gotta hand it to DeAndre. He did say one thing that's truthful. He doesn't really know anything. Well, except for exactly how Glenda died. Because obviously police aren't falling for the story that he walked into the apartment, saw his aunt dead on the ground, saw the person who stabbed her, and took the knife from them to hold for safekeeping while they escaped.
And next thing you know, when I walked out the door, I think I seen 3 or 4 police officers in the hallway right there. On the left side, or well, right side, I went out the door. Cause wait a minute, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. My first instinct was run.
Why?
Why?
Why? Why is your first instinct
I'm black.
running? That's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Have you been around the city of Dayton for most of your life?
No, I haven't. I'm from Charlotte. They hang people down there.
Well, I grew up here. This is a very mixed town. We have black, we have white, we have Hispanic, we have everything. Being black doesn't automatically make you guilty.
What does Elijah look like? How old is he?
I don't know that. I really don't know that.
Is he 18? Is he 40? Give us an idea.
Okay, he was just recently released for a open container.
Do you know Elijah?
I know of him.
Okay, but you saw him in the apartment and you recognize it's Elijah.
Yeah.
Okay. If I ask you to describe Elijah, how old is he? Is he a teenager? Is he a grown man? Okay, give me an idea.
I don't know his age.
I didn't ask you to give me his age. Give me an idea. You know whether he's 16, you know whether he's 60.
30, maybe 28 to 32 tops.
Okay.
Black,
See,
white, Hispanic.
Black. Nappy hair, nappy beard, white t-shirt. I think either a pair of blue Nike sweats on, or it was a pair of like Nike breeches, which was checkered, white, black, and blue. And they were not all, the main color was blue, white stripes were black. Stripes in them. And he had on a pair of white and black Nike Air Max shoes that were old looking.
How long have you been staying with your auntie?
2, maybe 2.5 months.
What
3 tops.
kind of living arrangement do you have with her? What's the agreement?
There really wasn't one. I just kind of help her out because that's my family.
Are you, when you say help her out, like help her with chores, help her with rent? Both of those things? I can't read your mind, so you have to help
I've
me out.
already helped her with eviction, so there's not much else I'm going to help her with.
Help her with eviction from that apartment?
She almost got evicted, so I made sure she did.
And how do you do that?
How I do that, I'm going to make sure I kept her cleaned up enough to the point where she didn't get anything else or anything.
Do you have a bedroom in your apartment?
My actual bedroom, I slept on the bed with her for a while, which was in the back.
There's 2 bedrooms, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So when you go in through the door, you turn to the left, that's where the kitchen and bathroom is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one bedroom that you come to on your right, and then there's a second bedroom kind of on the right corner.
Yeah,
So would it be the first one or the second one?
The second bedroom was what she usually kicked it in. The first bedroom was what we slept in.
Okay, so you slept in the first and kind of hung out, kicked it in the second one.
She kept it in there. I stayed by myself.
But you guys been sharing the same bed?
Yeah, pretty much. She sleeps on one side, I sleep on the other. I have pillows and a blanket in there to show that.
Okay.
She
Tell me
sleeps
about
on one side, which is like down here, and I sleep on upper side, up here.
So tell me about what you were doing before you got to the apartment today.
Before I got to the apartment today, I wasn't even there. I was pretty much I got on the bus, came back.
The RTA?
Yes. When I got on RTA, I didn't have the full bus fare to get on there, so they let me ride anyway. When I got up to the street up there, which is Salem and Wentworth, I got off the bus, went and sat down, dropped me a brew before I went in the house.
What did you do?
Dropped me a brew before I went in the house.
Dropped you a roof?
Dropped me a brew before I went in the house.
I apologize, I'm a little hard of hearing. So you drank it out with some alcohol before you went in there?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that. Yet another thing that's unbelievable, however, is DeAndre's claims that he isn't from Dayton. Though he may have lived in Charlotte, he was arrested multiple times in Ohio for theft, aggravated robbery with a firearm, and you guessed it, more theft. His first official charge was when he was just 18 years old, and he continued to rack them up after.
When I actually got in the building, there was nobody in the office or nothing. The office is like literally right smack right there.
How do you get in the building?
Somebody else let me in and I walked to the door.
Okay, because it takes like a pass or something to get in, right?
Yeah, it takes a key card.
Do you have a key card?
If my auntie isn't using it or she's asleep, I got it, but I didn't have it today.
But today somebody else let you in?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you don't have the key card, do you have a way to get a hold of your aunt?
Actually her door, her front window and literally her front window is right smack, right there. Right by the office. So all I have to do is go, auntie, unlock your door, or I'll get in the front door. Or I'm getting in the front door. Simple.
What if you can't reach her at the window? Do you typically call her?
I have, but she doesn't like answer my phone because she's like phone literate, like dumb.
How long do you think it was from the time you got off the bus until you went in the apartment?
20-25 minutes tops. I sat out there and pretty much drunk a 4-5. That's all I did. Drunk a 4-5, smoked a cigarette. And where I drunk the 4-5 at was right there on the steps by the barbershop.
And when you went in after that 20-25 minutes, was that the first time you went in and that's when you saw Cannon in there? Okay, so that's the first time you've been back in the apartment since you were downtown?
Yeah. I left out early. Okay, look. I went to go to work last night, right? When I came back, it took me all day to get in the apartment because she was on the bed asleep.
Where you work at?
I work night shift for one of my homeboys, man. And it's not an actual job. It's just one of the ones he paid me for.
What general location were you at last night?
I was at one of the apartment complexes out in Trotwood. Because believe me, he has me clean those up so then that way he can actually put people on deck for renting them out.
Just kind of like janitorial, cleaning up, fixing?
Yeah, that's all. I'm believing I made like $12, $13 an hour from that, so I would.
And then you tried to come home earlier, but you couldn't get her attention?
Yeah, I did. I came home this morning, right?
Do you know about what time?
I'm gonna say about 8:30, 8:40. This morning I came back to the house and she was in the bedroom asleep. She wouldn't get up. So I left my bag at the door, which was yellow, blue, and white Aldi bag. It had my cover in it, had some chips in it, had my boxers in it, and a pair of shorts in it, and a whole bunch of chips underneath the cover. I left it at the door.
At her apartment door?
Yes. Yes.
So you were able to get in the building, but not until you got
Yes. I rang her. She has a little silver thing right by the door, right? It's a doorbell, right? And if you ring, right? Okay.
You said that was a plastic Aldi bag?
Plastic type, yeah, heavy
Like
plastic.
Aldi shopping bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I left that at the door. Then I left.
Where'd you go from there?
I went up the street to the park.
What park did you go to?
It's a park up by Kettering Health Urgent Care. It's right across the street from. It's like a garden / park. It's got 4 picnic tables and an overhead awning. I was sitting up there for quite a while. Then finally, I went and got on the bus and went downtown.
DeAndre blatantly concocts a story on the spot about going downtown, where he went to the library, went to a park, and finally returned home after struggling a bit with his bus fare. It's important to note that not once has he mentioned that he got into a fight while he was downtown. That's a tiny detail he's forgotten to mention, and by mention we mean make up. But don't worry, he'll try to slip it in later.
That was about a good 7, 6, 7, something like that.
That happened around 6 or 7?
Yeah, it was later.
Okay.
It was later. Because when I actually got back into the house, I think it was after 8. At 8?
Well, I'll try and help
I'm
you
trying
out.
to-
It was a little earlier
exactly-
than that, but you're
I can't
you're
exactly
guessing.
remember, but
That's
to be honest and truthful, in the process of me not exactly remembering, I know it was in a very, very
later in the night. So it's
Yeah.
one of the last things you do when you leave the bus hub is kind of go through this ordeal with the bus pass
Yeah.
and hop on your bus and go up.
Yes.
Is that when you go up to Wentworth and Salem?
I went up that way, right? But I didn't actually go to the building yet.
Okay.
So
right, because you drank first, or
I drank my brew.
where'd you get your brew from?
I got my brew from the store downtown.
Okay, so you bought that there and then took it with you.
Yes, I had my bag.
And then drank it when you
I had a 4-pack of Coke 45.
Okay.
I gave 2 away, drunk 1, and then finally drunk the last one on my way up. Because it's a 4-pack of 4-5. You get 4 in there. I gave 2 away, drunk 1, and drunk 1 more after I got back up away.
So after you drink your Colt 45s and smoke your cigarette, then you go back to the building.
Yeah.
And do you knock on the window? Do you just try to get in the door? What do you do?
No. When I actually knocked on the window, right,
Mhm.
Auntie said she was coming to the door. So I told her actually to unlock the door so I can get in. She does that regularly, especially like at night shift when I'm getting off work. I tell her I go to the window, which is the first window closest to the office. It's like literally this much open.
She says, come to the door.
She told me I'm going to unlock it. Right? Now when I go in there, right? Dude's in there. She's in there. And the thing about it, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, I heard the
How did you get in the outside door to get into the lobby after you knocked on the window?
Somebody came out, I went in.
Okay. Okay. Then you get to her door.
Then I get to her door and find out it was open, so I walk straight in. When I walk straight in, she's on the floor. And when she on the floor, dude is in the bathroom. Man, what you doing, my dude? What is you doing? Nothing, man. We were just sitting up here. And he told me, he said, we were just sitting up here smoking. I said, okay, whatever. Then when I get ready to go out the door, right? Police is out there, manager's out there, but he went out the door like a good 3-4 minutes before I did. And when he went out the door, she was still on the floor.
What did you do for those 3 or 4 minutes? Before you left?
Before I left the 3 or 4 minutes, I was...
Yeah, you said he went out the door 3 or 4 minutes before you, and she was on the floor.
I was in the bedroom.
In that first bedroom?
No, the first bedroom, not the one
Where
that's
you
small.
sleep at or where you kick it?
Where I sleep at. I don't kick it in the other bedroom. She does that.
So you were in the bedroom where you sleep?
Yes.
And she was where? Like you said, lying on the floor with.
Yeah, she was lying on the floor in between the bathroom and the front door.
Was she talking to you? Did you talk to her, ask her what's going on?
When I walked in, she said she was fine. I said, what's going on? She, fine. That's what she told me.
And she's laying on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Is she on her back? Is she on her face? Is
She
she on
was
her
on her
side?
side from last time I remember.
Do you see any blood?
No. But believe me, they had said that they took my shoes from me. And my blade that I had on me, right, which was still, it was there when I left. But when I came back into the apartment, he handed it to me. Literally handed it to me. And the thing about it, when he handed it to me still closed up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering what's going on.
Did you ask him why he's giving you a knife?
I didn't think anything about it, officer. I really didn't. I didn't think anything about it. So believe me, I literally put the money in my pocket and all that.
I'm just looking at your shirt. I'm trying to figure out what these spots are here.
The spot probably might have been from the fight I got into downtown. 'Cause I actually got into a fight downtown. So, yeah.
You can literally see DeAndre use his only brain cell to load up a lie that explains the blood all over his shirt. And though we've blurred the footage, it wasn't just on his shirt. The apartment was completely covered, as well as the hallway outside. In other words, there is absolutely no way anyone would see the scene and assume things were fine.
When you're in the apartment, you come in, she's lying on the floor, he's in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go into the bedroom before he comes out of the bathroom? Okay, so you go into the
I
bedroom.
shut the door.
Okay, he comes out of the bathroom.
Yes.
And then what's your next interaction with Mr. Cannon?
4 minutes before he's going, 4 minutes when he's leaving out the door.
Again, so tell me what happened. So you stay in the bedroom for a little bit?
Yeah.
You come out, he's still in the apartment?
Yes.
Okay, where's he at when you come back out of the bedroom?
He is standing in the hallway right by the front door and the bathroom, which is like right, there's a little wall right there. But like when you come in, you turn left, there's a little wall right there by the closet and the bathroom.
And Miss Pope is still laying on the floor?
Yes.
So how close is he laying to her? Or how is he
Standing
standing?
over her.
Okay. And what do you see at that time? Anything? Is she talking? Is she screaming, hollering for
I
help?
don't lie to you. He had some residue on him from smoking or something as in some blood residue.
Can you try to, I guess, clear that up for me because I'm not understanding. So, what did you
Okay, he
see?
had a stem in his hand, which is right? And he had, felt like it was blood on it. Red glue on the arm, which was like blood type.
How long was he in the apartment from the time you got back before he left? You get back, he's in there, you go in the bedroom. How long from the time you got into the apartment until
9 minutes.
8 or 9 minutes?
Yeah. 8 or 9 minutes.
And she was on the floor in the same spot the whole time.
See, the thing about it is when I got back in there, right, he was already there.
Yeah, when you got back from downtown,
Yeah.
he's already inside.
there, so I don't know how long he had been.
But after you get back in, he's there for like another 8 or 9 minutes before he leaves. Correct?
Yeah, he didn't leave.
Did you ever hear your aunt yelling for help or screaming?
I heard her yell, right? But she's like, type shit.
Where were you when you heard that?
I was in the bedroom.
Okay, when you come out, do you see any injuries to her?
I just know she's laying on the floor.
Do you ask her? Do you talk to her?
Last thing I heard from her before any of this shit happened was, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
She said, fine.
Why was it that you were leaving? Where were you going when you went to leave the apartment?
When I went to leave the apartment,
Yeah.
I was going out the door. I was literally going out the door to smoke, right? But when I seen the police outside the apartment, I freaked.
But did you take your bag with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually don't stay.
And you left her laying on the floor.
Yeah.
You didn't ask her if she needed any help? I mean, is it odd that she's laying on the floor for 10 minutes that you've been in the apartment? She's laying on the floor?
She's fell over before because she's had a stroke and I had to come help her up.
But in this case, did you do anything to help her? Did you try to lift her up? Did you put her in a chair? Did you touch her at all?
And she said she's fine, I'm leaving her alone.
Okay, you didn't touch her?
No.
Did you see the door covered in blood when you left?
I really wasn't paying attention, Mr. Officer.
You didn't notice any blood on the door when you left?
No, I wasn't paying any attention. I was going out the door. For real. Once, after I opened up the door, because like, she has cut herself before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's bled on the door, and I had to clean it up. She's a diabetic.
And again, you had no contact, physical contact with her. You guys, do you have any type of argument?
I really don't try to argue with her. I really don't talk to her that.
Now, detectives could corner Lloyd with the fact that they've literally caught him with the murder weapon and his lies make no sense. But watching him try to make them up on the spot seems to be just a bit too entertaining to pass up, because somehow they get worse.
You never heard your aunt yelling for help?
No.
Saying help?
No.
Then you never touched her.
No.
Do you mind if I get some pictures of you?
For what?
Just to show how you are. That your hands and your arms and your shirt and your shorts.
Again, what are the stains on your shorts? It looks like blood to me from here. You got stains on the inside of both knees and up the crotch in your shorts.
All down the front of
Where your hands are at, it looks like there's blood.
So on your shirt here.
How would that blood have got on you?
There is a way for blood, you know what I mean? Especially if it's like
So I'm asking.
a crime scene when I'm actually going into.
You said you didn't see any blood.
I didn't see any blood. I didn't even know that I was there.
So how did it get on your pants?
Like I told you, I got
There's quite, I can see it from here, even if you got black jeans on. I can see quite a bit in your knees and crotch area.
I said I got in a fight downtown earlier.
So who was that with?
So that's not going to be Auntie's blood?
Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be, but I bet it will be.
If you're trying to mark me for murdering me or something.
No, I'm asking you how the blood got there.
I just told you.
You're telling me that came from a fight from downtown?
Yes.
At what point in the story that you told us about all day today did you get in a fight? Because you left that part out when we went from sequence.
If I had a fight with somebody downtown, why would I mention that at the time?
Because you'd already mentioned it.
I told you that a minute ago.
But when we went through your sequence of the day, you never mentioned it.
You're not going to catch me up for nothing I didn't do. So sorry.
So who did you allegedly get in a fight with?
His name was Rock.
Where was that?
Right around town from Courthouse Square. Right around the corner from Courthouse Square.
Okay, which corner?
Closest to the hair salon, which would have been right across the street from the alley.
What was the fight over?
A stupid brawl.
Oh what?
Stupid brawl.
What happened in the fight? Did you cut him? Where did the blood come from?
You got to change of blows. I mean, I split him, he bled.
You split him where?
I split him in the face, in the neck.
You got any injuries to your hands or knuckles?
I don't get those.
You know there's cameras, right? In the apartment? That building?
Okay.
The hallways that cover all the doors?
Okay.
You aware of that, right?
Okay.
They gonna show Mr. Cannon?
They ought to. Because what do you mean? The ones that live in the apartment are against policy to have any cameras in there, right?
And where? There's cameras that cover every door in and out of Wentworth Apartments.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is, right?
So they're gonna show him coming or going, right?
Right.
Okay.
I know what you're trying to do.
I'm just trying to figure out your story, because your story makes no sense. Makes zero sense. You go to an apartment, your aunt's laying on the floor for 9 minutes. You don't ask her if she's okay. You don't help her. You don't call 911. You got blood all over you. There's blood all over the apartment. You got what I'm assuming is going to be the murder knife, which you're alleging that some guy handed to you and you stuck in your pocket. Some guy that nobody seemed to have seen there other than you.
Conveniently. Some
guy who just did time for hitting your girlfriend, and you want to pin this on him. But we'll check it all out. You know, that's why I'm asking you.
I ain't got to pin on nobody. No one that was in front of my face.
Why would that other people in the building say they heard your aunt screaming for help while you were in the apartment and you didn't hear it?
Maybe
that's why we got called out there. That's why the police showed up, because people heard her screaming for help and called 911. Yet you're in the apartment 3 feet from where she's at, laying in the hallway, and you don't hear her calling for help.
I told you. If she called.
Yeah, explain it to me.
I just did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
How did you not hear her yelling for help? But people.
If she yelled for help, I really wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
she yells all the time in the apartment. Okay. She literally does.
Yeah.
If you lived with Lloyd, you would probably scream all the time too. And after nearly 50 minutes of interrogation, police seem to have also reached that point, and they're ready to be done with him.
She goes through your stuff. So what's this really about?
And this guy had a stem in his hand. That's a convenient one too.
Yeah. Why?
It's time to be honest about what happened. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're lying.
This is a terrible story. DeAndre, this is terrible, dude.
There's a difference between.
I gave you the whole story.
And then you see the police and you take off running. You're coming out her apartment and you see the police and you take off running down the hallway.
Yeah.
Because you're black.
I run from y'all. Promise I do. I ran.
Oh, I've seen your history. Yeah, you got quite the history with the police.
And believe me, I like fighting too.
Apparently you like using the knife, don't you?
No, I don't.
Where'd you get that knife?
That was ancestral from
Oh, wait a minute. I thought this dude handed it to you.
He did.
You just got busted, dude.
I didn't have the knife in
Busted yourself.
I just didn't have the knife in my possession. The knife was in my
DeAndre, it's time to be honest, man.
I am being honest.
It's time to be honest about what happened. Something happened.
Was
you
there.
guys got into a fight. You got mad, and something happened.
I didn't get. How am I gonna get mad?
Explain what happened, dude. Because
I
right now
did.
you're not helping yourself, DeAndre.
Did she take something from you?
No.
Is that what happened?
Man, I did not do nothing to my auntie. Promise I didn't. I promise you I didn't.
That's a lie.
Well, I can promise you we're going to get every camera from up there. We're going to take your pants and we're going to verify that that's her blood. Everything that you're wearing will be tested. We're going to verify that that's her blood. We're going to verify that the knife that you had killed her. Okay? We're going to track down Mr. Cannon and we'll see what he has to say. We're going to see if he's on the video anywhere. You think he'll show up there on cameras in Wentworth at the time that this happened?
Shit.
That's ridiculous. You're saying should because you know he's not going to. Because if he was there, he would. That's the difference.
I can't prove nothing on that man. That man's a whole other person. All I can do is say what I say.
A whole other person that you're alleging that you saw. We sit across.
He was in the apartment at the time. The hell? Hell,
So if he was in the apartment, those cameras should show him.
like I said, should show it.
Should?
Like I said.
The question should?
Should show it.
And he stays in the apartment after you come in there. Apparently murdered your aunt, and he stands there for several minutes after you get there, and then hands you the murder weapon before he walks out. Here's the knife I murdered your aunt with. You hold on to this so that when the police come, you can give it to them and tell them that this is the knife I used. Does that make sense? DeAndre, you've been through this before. You've been arrested multiple times for felonies. You know that story don't make sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
It makes zero sense.
No, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
Well, you said it's ridiculous.
I don't
Y'all not
care.
even one present for what it was.
Because your story doesn't make any sense. You're right, we were not present. But that story is ridiculous. We sit across from some of the worst people every single day. Some of these big monsters that do things just cold and callously. And I'd like to believe that you're not that person. But this would be the time to take responsibility for something that you've done to your aunt.
I didn't do anything to her. I never have. I've been sleeping right next to that woman for a long
Your
time.
aunt is dead. There doesn't seem to be any love lost for you. No.
I didn't say there
no
wasn't before y'all got here. I was
sadness.
ready. So
Somebody that you've lived with who took you in, because guess what? She could have gotten kicked out any day for having you in her apartment because you don't belong there.
Right.
Someone who's taking you
I
in,
got her stopped from eviction.
Slept in the same bed.
slept next to her.
Not next time.
You've not shown 1 ounce of compassion or concern for her.
I do show compassion and concern for her because believe me, I know all the grandbabies and all the great grandbabies, so excuse me.
Well, they're supposed to be related to you too.
You left her
Of course
laying on the
she
floor, supposedly,
She's been on the floor before.
without even asking her for help or doing anything to get her up off the floor.
Last time I helped her off the floor, she told me to follow. That's real shit.
That sounds like real shit. It's time to be honest, man.
I have been on.
You haven't.
You don't tell me what the...
Because it's... And we ain't stupid. That's how I can tell you that.
I did nothing to my auntie, and you're not going to accuse me of something I ain't done. But believe me, in the court of laws, they usually do.
Yeah. We're accusing you right now because your story is terrible. We're accusing you of killing your aunt. So don't tell us what we're not going to do. Because we are going to accuse you.
What, murder?
Yes, absolutely.
My first degree murder? Huh? I ain't do nothing, and believe me, I still get accused of murder. Innocent people go to jail all the time.
All right. Well, maybe you'll join them,
What's the difference?
and you guys can talk about how innocent you are. Be a man. Fess up what you did. Be a man. Fess up about it. You want to try to pin it on some other guy that wasn't there? Because you're mad at him because he hit Karen in the past?
The guy was there. Okay.
Now you see that crazy, stupid look on my face.
I don't see no crazy, stupid look on your face.
That's the same one you were making a minute ago.
No. I don't make no crazy, stupid faces, because in fact, it's truth. Even damn much you're not believing it, it is truth.
How'd the blood get all over your pants, man? You got blood all over you. You're not cut, are you? You didn't bleed in the fight, did you?
I didn't have a fight with anybody at the apartment.
But you had a fight with Rock, right?
I had a fight with Rock downtown.
Did you bleed during that fight?
But
Your hand, you don't get cuts on your hands, remember?
Okay.
Did Rock go to the hospital? Because that's a lot of blood on your pants. You told us multiple times you didn't see blood, you had no physical contact with your aunt. So I don't know how her blood is all over your pants and on your shirt. You see what happens when you lie? You get caught in the lies.
I'm not lying about
story
nothing.
falls
You
apart.
can't explain things with
Alright,
lies.
man, come on, let's do this thing, man. If the river, I'm not even gonna sit down and keep doing this with y'all, but I ain't done nothing, that's all I'm doing.
All right, well, we're going to go out and we're going to come in here. We're going to take some photographs of your clothes, your body to show that you do not have injuries. And then you're going to be booked at the jail for murder. All right? Let's do for real.
Despite his vehement claims that he wasn't involved, DeAndre eventually caved at trial. He took a plea deal, dropping 2 additional assault charges, which means he was only charged for 2 counts of murder. As a result, he was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison, which essentially means he will be eligible for parole in 2037, though he very likely won't receive it. Lloyd has never given a motive for the brutal attack on the woman who cared so dearly for him, and if he did, it'd be hard to trust it anyway.